You know perfectly well that sometimes we hear people saying, I know everything there is about being a good parent. And everything I know is completely true. Parenting, like all aspects of life, involves continuous learning.
Anna Marie Expert Parenting.
Life offers us the opportunity to live in a state of perpetual discovery, learning, and growth. And it's clear that every human being believes in things that are not true. There are common kind of myths that many of us believe, and they are completely or partially false. And let's face it, there's no shortage of advice coming at you from every single direction, from books, from TV shows, from friends, and even random strangers. Everyone seems to have the right way to raise our kids. But the truth is, not all of this advice is based on solid facts, and some of it could actually be doing more harm than good. So, this is why we are going to tackle some common parenting myths and set the record straight with the latest research. Myth number 1. A lot of people believe that strict rules and harsh discipline are necessary to teach kids respect. While structure and boundaries are definitely important, as we know, being too harsh can actually harm the parent-child relationship and mess with a child's emotional growth. Research shows that children do best in an environment where they feel safe, loved, and respected. The most effective approach, balancing parenting. That's the one. This approach combines warmth and responsiveness with clear, reasonable rules and expectations. Parents set guidelines, explain the reasons behind them, and encourage open communication, fostering independence and mutual respect. That's very important. Children raised in this environment often develop strong emotional regulation and high self-esteem with effective social skills. Therefore, being loving and clear does not exclude being firm. Strong discipline and clear boundaries are fundamental to a truly balanced and excellent approach. Myth number 2. There's a common belief that letting a baby cry it out when trying to get them to sleep through the night will mess with their emotional health or attachment. The truth is, while babies do need to feel secure and loved, as we always say, research shows that letting our babies cry for a short period of time during sleep training isn't harmful in the long run. In fact, sleep training done gently and with support can help our children learn self-soothe and sleep much better. The key here is finding a sleep routine that works for us and for our children as well. Studies show that children who learn to sleep on their own tend to have fewer sleep disruptions, which is very good. But if our children are genuinely upset, it's always important to respond with comfort. It's all about balance, always. Myth number 3. Another myth that many people still believe is that spanking is a good way to teach children right from wrong. The reality: research shows that spanking can lead to a lot of negative outcomes, like increased aggression, trouble with emotional regulation, and problems in relationships. Instead of spanking, positive discipline techniques are far more effective, like timeouts, talking about the behavior, or natural consequences. An example, it could be, let's imagine a child that insists on going outside without a jacket on a chilly day. The natural consequence is clear. The child feels cold, realizing the importance of dressing appropriately for the weather. The lesson learned is clear. Experiencing discomfort teaches the child to make better clothing choices in the future. These methods help children develop better problem-solving skills, emotional control, and empathy. It's all about teaching our children to make better choices without using physical punishment. Another one. Myth number 4. Many parents feel guilty for not spending every second with their children. There's this myth that the more time we spend with them, the better we are as parents. But the truth is, the quality of the time we spend together is far more important than the quantity. That's a very good point. Research shows that positive interactions like having meaningful conversations, playing together, or just being emotionally present are what really help our child grow. It's also important for children to have time to play on their own and for us to take time for ourselves as well. Parenting is about balance, not perfection. Myth number 5. Good parents don't make mistakes. There's a lot of pressure out there to be a perfect parent. The myth suggests that if we make mistakes, we are not doing it right. But here's the truth. No parent is perfect, and making mistakes is part of the learning process. When parents mess up, it's a great opportunity to show our children how to apologize and how to learn from mistakes and how to improve. This teaches them resilience and self-compassion. So, don't stress about being perfect. So, if we model how to handle mistakes with grace, our children will learn how to do the same. Myth number 6. A lot of people think that children are born with a personality that's set in stone. While genetics do play a role, research shows that children's personalities aren't fixed from birth. They can change and grow based on their environment and experiences. For example, a shy child can become more outgoing with supportive interactions, and the more aggressive child can learn to regulate their emotions with the right guidance. Parenting plays a big role in shaping a child's personality, so we shouldn't assume that our children's temperament is set for life. 7th, We all want to protect our kids from negative emotions like sadness or fear. But there's this myth that parents should shield the kids from all negative feelings. The reality, it's actually healthy for children to experience and manage negative emotions. Research shows that children who are allowed to express their emotions in a safe, supportive environment develop better emotional intelligence, which is very, very good. Instead of shielding our children, we should teach them how to cope with the negative situation, how to jump the fence. Helping them name their feelings, talk through what's going on, and find ways to calm down will give them the confidence to handle tough emotions as they grow. Almost there. Myth number 8. It's easy to feel like our parenting is a failure if our children aren't getting an A in every single test. But the truth is, education is important, but it's not the only thing that matters. Fostering children's curiosity, creativity, and emotional well-being is just as important, if not more, than pushing them to excel academically. It can be even more important. Every child learns at their own pace. Success doesn't always look like straight A's. A. This is why it is best for us to encourage our children to explore what excites them, what they like, to ask a lot of questions, and to enjoy the process of learning. This helps them develop a lifelong love of learning that will benefit them far more than just getting academic milestones and all A's or 10s. Myth number 9. Some parents think that children should be fully independent as soon as they can walk. Oh my God. While independence is important, research suggests that children still need plenty of guidance and support well into their teenage years. A strong, supportive relationship helps children navigate challenges, make decisions, and manage their emotions. It's about finding a balance, as we always say, gradually giving our children more responsibility and freedom as they grow, but making sure they know they can always turn to us for help when needed. And finally, myth number 10. If you love your child enough, they will turn out fine. Love is essential. Yes, of course. But love alone isn't enough to guarantee our children will thrive. Parenting involves more than just affection. It's about providing guidance, structure, emotional support, and teaching important life skills. Children who get help with handling challenges, managing their emotions, and building healthy relationships are far more likely to succeed in life. So, while love is absolutely crucial, that's right, don't forget about the other parts of parenting that help our children grow and thrive. Parenting doesn't come with a one-size-fits-all rule book. By debunking these myths, we can approach parenting in a more balanced, realistic way. Research shows that the healthiest approach to parenting is one that's supportive, flexible, and focused on our child's emotional well-being. The most important thing to be present, patient, and willing to learn right alongside during the whole growing period. Thank you so much for being here with us. Like and subscribe for more insights, love, joy, and respect always. See you next time.
Anna Marie Expert Parenting.